Okay, helmets on and feelings off. We're walking straight into the crease and naming names. Not career resumes, not "he was great in 2018." Right now, late November of the 2025-26 season, the bottom 5 goalies in the NHL, by the numbers. You can yell "small sample," you can blame the defense, you can light a sage bundle over your team's net, but the puck doesn't care. It crosses the line or it doesn't. Quick promise before we start, this isn't personal. Nobody's slandering careers or work ethic. Goalies are the bravest weirdos in sports. But if your favorite netminder is on this list, you already knew something was off the second your eye started twitching on every long wrister from the half wall. Ready? Okay, deep breath. Don't fling your remote. Let's talk creases, chaos, and cold hard stats. How we're doing this, so you don't riot in the comments. We're judging the 2025-26 regular season through about November 24th to 26th. That's it. Not last spring, not their rookie year, right now. The core numbers: save percentage and goals against average from league tables and logs. Workload, their games played and started, and wins and losses. Goals saved above expected, or GSAx, from Money Puck, a fancy way of saying, given the shots he saw, did he stop more than an average goalie or fewer? We weighted guys with real starts, not an e-bug who played 9 minutes because a skate blade exploded. And yes, we know defense matters. That's why GSAx is in here. It adjusts for shot quality. If you still want to fight me, form a line and bring snacks. Okay, the bottom 5 right now. Calvin Pickard in Edmonton, Samuel Ersson, Philadelphia, Sam Montembeault, Montreal, Joel Hofer, St. Louis, and John Gibson in Detroit. If you flinched at 2 or 3 of those, congrats, your goalie sensor works. Let's skate through them one by one with love, honesty, and a little chirping so we all stay awake. Calvin Pickard, Edmonton Oilers. Story of the season so far? Buddy, are you okay? Numbers: 9 games played, 7 starts, 2-3-2 record, 404 goals against average, 847 save percentage, 0 shutouts. Also shows up in the 10 worst GSAx list at around -3.1. Translation? Even accounting for the shots he faced, he's about 3 goals worse than average already. Context check. Last year, he was a solid backup who could babysit leads when McDavid turned on God mode. This year, the babysitter fell asleep and the toddler sharpied the drywall. It's not all on him. Edmonton's structure wobbles when the game gets chaotic. But 847 is a 5-alarm fire. You don't need a heat map to see that. Eye test. Rebounds creeping out into the Royal Road, early goals against that changed the whole night, and that "please let this next shot hit me square" body language. You ever seen a bench slump 5 degrees when a harmless point shot leaks through? That. Question of the night. Is he a capable backup in normal usage who's getting overexposed, or did last year hide cracks? Oilers fans, be honest. Do you exhale when Skinner starts? Exactly. Samuel Ersson, Philadelphia Flyers. Story? Young starter energy meets Philadelphia patience, which is to say, none. Numbers: 7 games played, all starts, 3-2-2 record, 313 goals against average, 850 save percentage, and the truly mean stat? Multiple nights with under 20 shots faced and still 2 or 3 against. That's the goalie version of tripping over a speed bump. Context: last season was a roller coaster, a hot stretch, then a spring nosedive. 440 goals against average, 831 save percentage over 9. This year looked like a reset, and the reset button jammed. Philly isn't defending like peak Broad Street, but it's also not a fire drill every shift. When you're under 860 and the volume is light, people notice. What it feels like. Flyers fans doing high math in the second. If he lets in one more, we're cooked, and if he doesn't, we might still be cooked. The worst part is the timing. A softie at a 1-1 tie is worth 3 goals emotionally in that barn because the team rides vibes. Fair question. Can he stabilize with a 1B workload instead of "congratulations, you're the guy"? Probably. But right now the tape says jittery hands, leaky short side, and a city that will boo a sunrise if it's cloudy by lunch. Sam Montembeault, Montreal Canadiens. Headline: clear number 1, clearly struggling. Numbers: 12 games played, 11 starts, 4-5-1 record, 371 goals against average, and 852 save percentage. And here's the killer stat: Money Puck has him about second worst in the league in GSAx at roughly minus 7.6. That's not team defense doomed him. That's he's letting in more than an average goalie would consistently. Context. Last year, he was that steady adult in a chaotic room. 31 wins, sub 290, 901. The perfect shepherd for a young group. This fall, it's a parade of 4-goal nights and we need a save moments that never arrive. Montreal's kids are better, the structure isn't a tire fire, and yet, the red light is busy. What it looks like. Late reactions on cross-slot seams, early drops opening the top corners, and rebound control that turns one chance into two. You can live at 900 on grit and timing. You cannot live at 852 in this league unless your forwards score 7 per night. Spoiler, they don't. Question for Habs fans. Is this a blip, or is last year the outlier? He's earned patience, but patience evaporates fast when every third shot feels like a coin flip. Joel Hofer, St. Louis Blues. Tagline, promising 1B meets reality. Numbers, 11 games played, 10 starts, 2-5-2, 382 goals against average, 869 save percentage. On the GSAx board around -5, tied in the muck with Binnington. When both your goalies are red on the same chart, that's a tandem problem. Context. Last season teased a path. Calm feet, good angles, future starter whispers. This season, the angles drift, the feet get busy, and the goals pile up in twos. The Blues aren't elite defensively, but they're not asking him to be Dominik Hasek either. They need saves in the B-grade chance bucket. Those aren't arriving. The vibe? Please don't let the third one in becomes your internal monologue at 2-2. The team plays tighter. Oddly, that makes the next breakdown worse, and boom, it's 4-2. Hofer's confidence feels tethered to the first goal of the night. If it's clean, he can settle. If it's not, the whole game wobbles. Blues fan question. Is this growing pains or a systems fail? The ugly answer is both. But bottom 5 is bottom 5. The puck doesn't sign context waivers. John Gibson, Detroit Red Wings. Chapter title, The name is big, the numbers are not. Numbers, around 12 games played and games started. 4-6-1, 346 goals against average, 870 save percentage, no shutouts. Recent stretch, no wins since October 28th, a 3.7-ish goals against average, 864 save percentage. Those are backup needing a hug numbers. Context, the old Anaheim defense excuses don't fully travel to Detroit. Yes, the Wings give up rush looks and yes, coverage breaks, but the expectation with Gibson's resume and cap hit is steal us a few. Instead, it's sink us a few. And that's the hardest thing to say about a veteran everyone wanted to see thrive in a better situation. The film? Legs look heavy late in games, low to high plays open up the blocker side, and he's getting beat clean from mid-range too often. When a goalie's great save montage lives next door to a 4 against box score, the internet forgives nothing. Question for Wings fans, is this a timeshare that shifts hard toward the hot hand soon? Because you cannot keep spotting teams a soft one and expect your kids to drag you back every night. A pause for kindness and controversy. Goalies aren't lab rats. New coaches change systems. Penalty kills leak. Screens show up like a flash mob. And some nights your defensemen gift-wrap tap-ins like it's a work Secret Santa. But when GSAx says below average and save percentage agrees, that's not all bad luck, that's performance. Now, because I love pain, let's stir the pot with alternates and honorable mentions. The if you want starters only or if you want bigger names list. Alternate bottom 5 if you want starters only. Sam Montembeault in Montreal. Already here, already rough. Linus Ullmark in Ottawa, the GSAx leader in the wrong direction, around -8, with a sub-890 save percentage feel despite banking standings points. Lots of he got a result nights with very mid shot stopping. Dustin Wolf, Calgary. Heavy workload for a kid, and the model hates his returns, about -7.2 GSAx. You can blame the Flames, plenty do, but the crease is the crease. Jordan Binnington, St. Louis. Living in the 870s with mediocre volume. If you're facing 26 shots a night and still rocking sub-880, that's not the defense's fault alone. John Gibson, Detroit. Name value plus bottom tier numbers makes him the lightning rod choice. You could make that list and I wouldn't fight you. I'd ask for a sip of your coffee and a link to your spreadsheets, sure, but I wouldn't fight. Why this happens and how it fixes. Sometimes it's mechanics. Glove drifting low, too much heel in the butterfly, feet busy at set. Sometimes it's mental. One bad early goal and the next looks bigger. Sometimes it's team DNA. Rushed breakouts, lazy back checks, sticks that can't find lanes on point shots. And sometimes it's the quiet killer, usage. Backups playing like starters, starters getting no rest, practice time sacrificed to travel and back-to-backs. Fixes? Shrink the crease mentally. First save, then living. Keep routes simple, on your angle, on time, square to release. Penalty kill tweaks, tighter seams, stop the royal road. Let the goalie see the puck. He'll thank you with a save percentage bump. And for coaches, accept ugly wins. Clear rebounds, eat pucks, win net front on both ends. You don't need to look pretty in November. You need your goalie to fall asleep feeling competent. The spicy part? You want drama? Here it is. If you asked me which of these 5 I'd bet on to climb out first, I'd say Montembeault. He's done the job at volume, and the Habs structure is trending up. Next, Hofer. Young goalies fix things fast once one technical tweak sticks. Gibson? Name value can't keep eating L's. Edmonton's Pickard? That one feels usage dependent. If he plays less, his line recovers. Ersson and Philly? That market eats goalies alive. If he steadies, he's a folk hero. If not, it gets loud. Fast. And for the inevitable, but my goalie has no defense crowd. Cool, so do better teams. The Panthers leave Bob hanging sometimes. The Oilers make rush chances appear like magic tricks. The Rangers give up looks because their forwards are busy trying to score from the Zamboni tunnel. Great goalies still find .905. Average ones flirt with .895. Bottom 5 lives below that. Now there's no wrong answer. There's only blood pressure. Closing shift, empathy with edge. Goalies aren't supposed to be perfect. They're supposed to be better than their environment, just enough to give their team a chance. When 5 guys fall under the line this hard, you call it what it is. Bottom 5 form. It stings to hear, it stings worse to live. If your guy's on this list, the path back isn't magic, it's one clean start. Then another. A Tuesday night 2-1 win in Columbus where nobody remembers a single save because nothing leaked. Quiet is loud for goalies. Boring is beautiful. Ask any cup ring. Until then, own the numbers, adjust the workload, fix the net front, and maybe, just maybe, stop giving up east-west seams like they're complimentary appetizers. All right, your turn. Drop your bottom 5 in the comments. Tell me which one of these I'll be deleting in 2 weeks, and which you think will still be underwater at Christmas. Keep it funny, keep it fair, and remember, we're roasting the stats, not the human. If you see me at the rink, I'll be the one muttering, just square up, breathe, and track the hands, like a goalie dad who never played goalie. Tape your stick, calm your soul, and if your team's crease is chaos right now, maybe light that sage bundle anyway. Couldn't hurt.